The U.S. government has refunded more than $100 billion to a number of companies for tariffs they paid after the Supreme Court ruled the tariffs were illegal, according to a court filing this week. Apple got about $2.2 billion back last quarter. Amazon, $600 million. Nike, $300 million. But are you and I, who paid higher prices, going to see any of that money? The Tax Foundation estimates tariffs cost the average U.S. household an extra $1,000 in 2025. And because the administration replaced those tariffs with different ones, the average household is expected to pay $900 this year. CBS News MoneyWatch reporter Megan Cerullo joins me now in studio to break all of this down. So, yeah, we're hearing about these massive refunds. We want to know, okay, show me the money. I mean, there was this process set up by Customs and Border Protection for setting up refunds. Is that just for companies? Can you and I do that?
Right. Don't hold your breath if you're expecting to get any money back for those higher prices that we all paid when these tariffs were in place. Only the importer of record, which is usually the customs broker or the company, can file a declaration for a refund through the customs portal, the CAPE portal. And there's no similar requirement that the federal government or that companies refund consumers who bore the brunt of these tariffs, because what corporations did was they paid the tariffs, but then in many cases they passed those costs right along to consumers. And no, you and I cannot file a declaration and say, can I get, the extra $7 or $20 back that I paid for whatever it was that was imported from overseas.
What are lawmakers saying?
Senator Elizabeth Warren this week, just yesterday, said she's probing some of the biggest U.S. companies, Amazon, Apple, Nike, Walmart, and she is demanding that these companies disclose how much they've received back from the federal government, what they plan to do with those refunds. Do they plan to share any of the money with customers? And she's also asking them to be very specific about how much they increase prices and whether those price hikes were directly attributable to tariffs. And if these companies do pledge to return any money to consumers, she wants to know how they plan to administer that process.
Okay, so you said don't hold your breath. There's no requirement for us as customers to get money back. But have any of these companies yet said, look, we're going to do right by you. This is what we're going to do?
Some companies have pledged to return any refunds that they get to consumers. They include UPS and FedEx, for example. Amazon has said that it will refund customers in a limited number of cases. Other companies' recourse is they're saying that they are going to use the refunds to lower prices for consumers on a range of products. So that's an indirect benefit for the consumer. Some consumers aren't satisfied. There are a number of class action lawsuits that have been filed against companies, including Nike, including Costco. And these plaintiffs say that, well, this is a windfall for companies, but we're the ones who actually paid the cost. Unfortunately, some attorneys say that these consumers willingly entered into these agreements with firms. Firms set the prices, the consumer agreed to pay those prices, so they might not have any legal ground.
Megan Cerullo, thank you.